We still got 2 copyright strikes, active copyright strikes, which if you didn't know, when you go into here, this is not good. All right. So I gave a video a couple days ago. I went through copyright school on the Blessed God Studios channel. If you get 3 copyright strikes, your account, along with any associated channels, will be subject to termination, which is not good. Okay. In 86 days, this should fall off. Okay. But here's the thing. I notified all of these strikes because I thought there was something fishy going on.
Yep.
Okay. So go down a little bit. The content used from the Joe Rogan Experience, 10 videos from 2023, only 2023, and I filed a counter notification. What does that mean? The counter notification means that now, whoever these people are, have 10 days to provide evidence that they're taking me to court.
Let's go.
Okay, 10 days that they have evidence. Now, in the process, I have talked to David Wood, had a conversation with David Wood Friday night. I had a conversation with Abba from Abba and Preach.
Okay.
I've had a couple conversations, and here is the information that I'm getting, the information that I got. And I'll tell you what Wood and what others said. The information that I got Friday morning was I got a email contact for the booker at the JRE.
Yes.
I asked Wood, should I reach out to the booker at Joe Rogan to see if this is them? David said, yeah, because someone might be using their name to scam them.
Hello.
Or to scam other creators.
Yeah.
I said, okay.
Which is what I'm thinking.
So Thursday, I emailed the guy who filed the claim.
Okay.
Which, by the way, was not Superbam Inc., which is who usually represents Rogan stuff. I talked to Wood. I get the contact from a mutual friend. Hey, here's the booker. This is the email I got there. You can reach out to him if you want to. I talked to Wood. I don't want to reach out to Joe Rogan's people about this.
Yeah.
This just feels like a waste of time, everyone's time. I don't want to do that. And so Wood was like, yo, you should reach out because if this is a scam, they need to know that someone's scamming them.
Very true.
And you can also verify if this is actually them or not. So I get home late Friday night. I was looking at our new samples of our Armor of God jackets. That's why I went up to LA.
Hello.
And I emailed them Friday night. I wake up Saturday morning. I get a response from the booker. Real simple. Hey, I'll look into this for you. An hour and a half later, I get a response from the person that filed the claim.
Okay. Now, pause. Rewind. What did you do? Also, you had your brother, I think?
Not my brother, my cousin. Important detail I left out.
Important detail you left out. You said you had your cousin, who's kind of a tech dude, do what?
Reverse search. I probably shouldn't say this publicly. I don't know if I want to give that away.
Run it.
Reverse search the person's email who filed the claim.
Yeah.
And we tracked it down to a soccer page influencer. They do soccer pages on TikTok.
Yeah.
The email was tracked down to a TikTok that was started on a soccer page.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it gets weird.
Okay.
So I get home Friday night. I email the booker. At the same time, I have this guy's information. I tracked down his Instagram because I don't have TikTok. And I shot him a message and I said, hey, cool videos, bro.
So you got this, and it's like a bot account almost, right? It's like someone.
No, it's a real person.
No,
I went on their YouTube. I poked around. I did my
And you
recognizance.
saw their face and stuff, and so you DM them, just on some love your videos.
Love your cool videos, bro. No.
And so then also the next morning.
So the same night I DM'd the guy.
Yeah.
And I emailed a booker.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning to a response from the booker.
Yeah.
I'll look into this for you. An hour and a half later, I get a response from the original person that filed the copyright strike that I emailed right away before I counter notified.
Yeah.
Got a response. The response was, man, this is crazy. I know this is fair use, but usually fair use is primarily for educational and nonprofit methods. Your videos have links in them.
Yeah.
And therefore, this is for commercial use, and it could be against you in the context of fair use in court.
At that point, he's just making it up because
It look real.
No. But he doesn't know. Like he thinks fair use and commercial use are not the same thing. Fair use, it's not.
He's saying fair use is typically for
it's not
education.
It's not.
Okay, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Okay,
And so
I did a little research,
Yep.
and there may be some truth to it. Not that it's Fair use is primarily used for education, but it can be used if there's a commercial element involved. That doesn't mean that it completely negates that it's fair use.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So one of the things is that it's primarily for educational
But
purposes.
he's framing it as if it's like when you go rent stock footage on a website, it's like, is this for personal use or is this for commercial use? He's making it seem like fair use is for personal and education, and then for commercial use, you got to get a different license. But that's not. It's copyright law, which is separate from commercial like using law.
Yes. So I did a little bit of research, and I was like, no, so just because there's a commercial element in something, that doesn't mean that it completely does that.
Everything you watch has a commercial element.
So here's what he proposes.
Okay.
Now, I still don't know if this guy's with Joe Rogan or not.
Yeah.
and I'm going to need you guys' help at the end of this, because we might do something fun together. So I look at it and I'm like, no, having commercial links doesn't completely eliminate it. And then, like, what about all these other channels? Oompaville, like, there's tons of channels that do react. Abba and Preach, other Christian creators that use fair use and have links in their description.
Yep.
What links did we have in the description? We had Patreon. We had a couple affiliate things. We had like smart URLs for music stuff. So he says, delete all 10 videos and we'll drop the claim. Delete all 10 videos. And I go, that sounds odd. So I do a bit of research and I reply back, hey, how about we find a middle ground and I will remove links and products in these videos.
Yeah.
I'll minimize the links. I went back and I cleaned up all of our links anyway. So all of the video descriptions on all of our videos are completely, it's just our free stuff. And there's one link to our shop and there's one link to our Patreon. Nice. 7-day features. So all the links are cleaned up. Okay. So shout out to Cloud Zero. He said claims don't drop when videos are deleted though.
Yeah, we'd have to trust that he would manually go in and drop them.
I don't even know if we can delete them.
Yeah, because they're blocked. Like we don't hardly have any control.
I don't think we have any extra control to them. So I said, hey man, hey, how about I just clean up the links, take them down. I'll remove the links. I can't control the products.
Yeah.
Because that's automated through Shopify in our YouTube. But we'll remove the links. So
hey, that's how YouTube works.
So I emailed back Saturday morning. Didn't get a response. I followed up with the booker.
Okay.
Didn't get a response. I followed up with the booker, just real simple. Hey man, I'm not sure if this was you, but if you help push this through to get me a response, thank you. But the response was kind of alarming. He's asking me to take down all the videos or something brief. I don't remember exactly what I said.
Yeah.
No response from the booker. No response from the guy who filed the claim. I followed up again this morning after talking to Abba from Abba and Preach and talking to Wood some more and a couple other people. And everyone that I'm talking to is like, yo, you should fight this. They're like, you're in the right. You have a case. And the odds are is that they're not going to file and take you to court. If this isn't this person's content, he's not going to. And Joe Rogan's likely not going to take you to court. My mutual friend with Joe Rogan is like, bro, this does not sound like something Joe cares about or does. Yeah. Now, here's some theories.
Okay, hit me with the theories, because you had some good theories that you threw my way.
Theory number one, Joe Rogan chopped up by MSNBC to look like he's endorsing Kamala Harris. He's upset about that.
Okay.
Perhaps they're coming down hard and they're just taking content down left and right. Theory number two is...
pretty good theory.
JFK, his endorsement of JFK caused a lot of backlash. Excuse me, RFK. Joe Rogan's endorsement of RFK, which was an endorsement of RFK, caused a lot of backlash. Therefore, he is being more intentional about who is and isn't using his content because it wasn't really an endorsement.
Yes.
There's that. There's also the Netflix dropping and that not doing as well or getting some bad reviews.
Yep.
And perhaps he's upset about that or whatever. Perhaps he's, I don't know.
And so you're saying because of those recent controversies,
they might be going after people using content.
They're going full nuclear.
Yeah.
They're just like, everyone that pops up in this YouTube is using your content thing.
Yes.
We're just striking everybody.
Yes. So I followed up today.
Okay.
I hit the guy with the claim. I said, hey, as a sign of good faith, I went back, I cleaned up all of our links. There's not a bunch of commercial links. There's no affiliate links in any of our stuff anymore. It's just our free resources.
Okay.
It's one link to Patreon for a 7-day trial.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one link to our shop, and that's it. That's the only stuff we have in there.
All right.
I said, it's a sign of good faith. Okay. And I said, if you, and I can go back and on the video, I can't change all the Shopify stuff, but I could at the very least make it one product so it doesn't look super commercial.
Yeah.
Haven't heard back yet. That was this morning. I emailed them this morning, still waiting to hear back. So go ahead.
So you're kind of in limbo.
I'm in limbo.
Because from one aspect, it could just be some random guy's soccer account and he figured out a way to scam the system. but you reached out to the booker and the guy at the same time, so he could be replying because you reached out to him, or it could have been you reached out to the booker told his guy that's on the team, and then that guy emailed you back. So now you're in between. Is this Joe Rogan's people, or is this a scammer?
If this Joe Rogan's people, are they really this mad? And this could have been resolved privately. Hey, bro, you made too many videos about us.
Yeah.
Some of your most best performing video. And Abba was like, look, you could delete the videos, but, you know, do you really want to fight it? I think you should fight it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm still trying to get clarity on if this is Rogan or not.
Yeah. And not to mention, some of these are the top performing videos that we have. Like, at least one of them is like 1.4 million views.
Sure.
So
here's what
Abba even said. He was like, I mean, if they weren't big performers for you, then just take them down. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But if they,
So here's my question to you guys, and this is where we can have some fun potentially.
Okay.
Here's my question to you guys. This is what I'm trying to work through. Should we hit the booker again and say, hey, in light of all of this and people potentially using Rogan to scam us? When I responded today, I said, hey, man, we kind of use the Rogan model to build our channel. We use the podcast live reaction format. Rogan was live on YouTube doing podcasts and reacting. That's literally what we do every day, right? We're live podcasting and reacting. In light of this, should I reach out to the booker and say, I'm not sure if this is you guys or not, but in light of all this, how would you guys feel about me coming on and having a conversation? And here's a list of topics we could talk about. We could talk about being a religious refugee. We could talk about the Christian view of aliens. We could talk about the resurrection. We could talk about these 5 things. Should I ask and take this as an opportunity to pitch? And if Rogan's mad at me, he can confront me to his face. He can tell me that he doesn't like these things, how I could do better. Should I ask these things and put together a list of actual things that we could talk about? That is my question to you guys, because perhaps that will get us a response faster.
Yeah.
And at least we'll know, like, heck no, we don't mess with you guys. Or, dude, this sucks. This is happening to you. We remember we've gotten copyright strikes before. Joe Rogan got a copyright strike when someone sampled his own voice and put it in a song and then went back and struck that video. So I found that in the process. So it's like, hey, in light of all this, this would be and then we pitch multiple topics we could talk about.
All right. So my question for you is, are you worried? Are you worried about the potential court proceedings? If they were to file you to federal court, someone said, no chance you're getting sued. Now, there
is a chance. If this is Rogan, there is a chance. If he wants to be petty, and I told him, this is a terrible look for you guys. You're going after a way smaller YouTuber over fair use, which you are an advocate for.
Yeah. And not to mention, what was the one thing with Brendan Schaub?
Brendan Schaub sues someone because he thinks it's defamation.
Yeah.
It's actually fair use. The guy trolls the entire trial. And at the last minute, some shadowy lawyer steps in, starts getting him to file this paperwork, and beats Brendan Schaub
with like an internet lawyer.
With an internet lawyer.
All right.
All egg on his face. Complete embarrassment.
Yeah.
Right?
And so you're saying because of what we saw a long time ago in the past with H3, if you guys are up on that YouTube stuff.
And every time there's a fair use suit, this sets more precedent.
And the fair use in almost every single case, like actual major case, the creator that used the content has always won. So I'm not personally worried about a fair use trial with the JRE team. If anything, it would be more of a bummer to have kind of like a tarnished relationship with them. But from a content standpoint, I'm like, bring it on. We'll make videos out of this. This is like, and we're gonna win this. And it also sets a precedent for other creators. It's like, you can't.
I don't want to go to court with Joe Rogan.
Nor do I think it is Joe Rogan. I do. And
you
so
still don't think it's Rogan?
No. Someone said you can file a copyright strike on somebody without being.
Bro, you can't. I logged into my channel.
Yeah.
And you can copy any YouTube link and file a copyright strike against anybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And they did this during the adpocalypse, the first adpocalypse, when they got rid of everyone's AdSense and all the AdSense dropped in half and all this stuff. They put this copyright system that was super flawed. It's guilty until proven innocent. So yes, you can just go into the YouTube backend, you can paste in a link and be like, this is my content. And they're like, all right, we'll take it down.
Yeah. Yeah. So I need to know from you guys, what do you guys think? Should we reach out to the booker as a final, hey, we just really want to know if it's you guys.
Yeah.
And either way, this could be an interesting conversation. Like, I'm thinking, like, what is the point of having the contact of the booker if I'm not trying to get booked on the Joe Rogan pod? Like, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I know that might seem cheesy, but it's not like I don't got other stuff to talk about.
It is his job.
It's literally his job.
Yeah.
It's literally his job. So, like, if this becomes an introduction to be on his radar,
Yeah.
and to say, why would I not ask to be on his podcast?
So and not to mention this pitch would come with ideas. You'd be pitching like,
Yes.
hey, here's topics. We'll talk
Yes.
about the biblical explanation for aliens. We'll be talking about like the things that he's interested in. So maybe we can pitch a good enough show that they'd be interested in.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone said the relationship may already be strained. That's a fair point, right? Maybe
sure.
it'll be shaken out. That's a very
Maybe
fair
we've
point.
already popped up in his feed and he's like, this freaking guy.
I hate this
just talks
dude.
about me.
I hate this dude. Like that could be real.
Like my name and face is big enough to feed my family and his. You know what I'm saying? Like that might be his energy on that. He's like that.
Hey, it could be. I mean, listen, I don't know Rogan, but from the people I know that know Rogan would say that's not really his energy. Shout out to Wise Disciple. He said, would love to see my man Ruslan on Joe Rogan. Absolutely. Also, truly, if Rogan himself uses the video on his podcast, so his channel should get absolutely. Also, if truly is Joe Rogan himself uses YouTube videos on right, Rogan uses fair use all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think this is Spotify CP because this is not from a at Spotify.com.
It's from Gmail.
It's at Gmail, dog.
Yo, that's sketch.
It's weird.
And every time we get a copyright claim, it's through a company called Superbam. So like we've gotten it multiple times, and they just do a general overview of copyright for Joe Rogan. Every time we challenge it, they remove it because it's an automated system. So it's been from Superbam Studios.
Yeah.
This was just some random individual Gmail.
Yes.
So that screams a random YouTuber that was like, I don't like this guy's takes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like this Christian.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And be sure to check out this video that YouTube is recommending just for you. Let me know if they nailed it. All right? I'll see you over there. Peace.